And we are live. Welcome to Glammaz Closet, guys. Hi, good morning. Good morning. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday. Let's take a look. I think Veronica actually hit the first in chat, but I can't see it. So good morning, Veronica. Good morning, Johnny, with the Akam Turkish opalescent fuchsia dark pink glass large floral bowl new. He may have copied and pasted something in the wrong place. I'm not sure. But check out Johnny's eBay closet because it sounds like he's got some pretty cool floral bowls. Good morning, Joe Mouse. Good morning, my Jojo. Mwah. Hello. Good morning. How are you? Such a pretty picture. Aw. Thank you so much. Unless it's for Johnny's, and then thank you so much on Johnny's behalf. So good morning. Happy Sunday. I just finished listing. I thought maybe that was a listing. Hello, North Pole. Hello, Santa. Santa baby. Good morning and happy Sunday. I suck at that. Sorry. I don't know if you've ever been to a party where somebody's been really, really drunk at Christmas. And I was at a corporate party actually, and where one of the secretaries had a really cute voice, but she was singing Santa Baby and like sitting on like her boss's and other people's laps, and it was really, really uncomfortable. So, I would just maybe avoid Santa Baby unless you're in an intimate situation at the holidays. I hope she didn't get fired for that. She just had a few too many drinks, I think. Good morning, Jennifer Hayes. Good morning, gorgeous. How you doing, baby? Knurls Bob, Jamie B. Good morning, Jamie B. Good morning. How you doing, love? Thank you so much for everybody for being here. Oh my goodness. So I have had technical issue after technical issue for the past week and a half. It's been freaking nuts. And we've had such a series of thunderstorms here in St. Louis and the surrounding areas in Missouri. And they just keep coming through and through and through. So nothing we can really do about that. They interrupt my interwebs, my internet, and specifically the service to my laptop. So I had to cancel a couple of I had to cancel a live this week, and there was a situation where my electricity went out, and then I ended up not being able to be on Johnny's show on Thursday morning, and I slept right through it. My phone ran out of juice, and it was a nutty few days. So, but good news is that the storms seem to be moving out, and at least that's what my left knee is telling me. And so I think that we're going to have much better luck with that. I did this weird thing with my hair. I don't know. My granddaughter told me that this was a very modern thing to do with your hair, and so she's trying to get me. She's trying to get me in style. I don't know if that's ever going to work, really. I mean, there is only so much 10-year-old style that I'm allowed to walk out of the house with, I think. I'm not sure. Denise, good morning, sweetheart. How are you? Hi. There's my pink hand waving too. Hi. It's good to see you. Please keep Mark and Mike in your thoughts and prayers. They have had bad storms, and as of this morning, they are still with no electricity over the past 24 plus hours. Johnny, that sounds exactly right. That's what we've been going through. That's what we've been up against. And my husband, who works for the local electric company, the power company, has been pulling 17-hour shifts this week, which means that he works 17 hours. he gets off. He has a half an hour to get home, get fed, get in bed, and get showered. And then 6 solid hours of sleep before he wakes up, gets his coffee, gets his lunch, heads out the door, and does it again. It's been nuts. It has been nuts. So, yeah, Missouri weather has just been gross this week. So, yeah, please keep Mike and Mark in your thoughts and prayers, please. Hopefully, they will. Hopefully, either they have a big generator, or they have a way to stay cool because it is also hot and humid. Let's see. I think we've said hello to everybody so far. And again, thank you all for coming this morning. I appreciate your time on a Sunday morning. I'm glad to have coffee with you. I'm having mine iced this morning because it really has been that hot. And drinking heavily on camera as per the usual. That's a joke. Maybe. No, that is a joke. I do want to kick it off with closet news. I'm still with Johnny on Thursday mornings talking about Poshmark from 7:30 a.m. Central, 8:30 a.m. Eastern. And we have live each Thursday morning, and we talk about different Poshmark things. So if you're not selling on Poshmark, or if you have questions about it, please feel free to come by the chat, hit us up, check us out. Every Sunday morning, right here where you are, we have a live each week at 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Mountain, 8 a.m. Pacific. And we will be talking about the things that we talk about. We talk about fashion news. We talk about reselling news. We talk about all sorts of things. This morning, I'll have a ThredUp unboxing for you, all sorts of stuff. We do have a Classy Crap auction, and it's kind of a singular auction. I haven't done this yet. And I mostly sell clothing, accessories, and shoes. And normally when I'm in an auction, I'll sell a little bit of it, but mostly on the auctions that I've gone on, I'll sell like jewelry and stuff like that, but also home goods and things of that nature. We are actually having a Classy Crap auction this Wednesday night, and it starts at 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern. Good morning, Kristen. Hi, mwah. How am I? Show me, homie. And it's concentrating on clothing, accessories, and jewelry. So it'll be myself, it'll be the Two Old Guys Vintage, and it'll also be Johnny, Cajun Roots Reseller. So this should be fun and interesting. I know that there are some really, the Two Old Guys Vintage are bringing the heat. I mean the heat, guys. And don't think that I'm not bringing my own personal heat. But they have something that they came across that I'm like, oh, you have to be on a clothing auction. I don't think you understand what you've got. So it's really, really cool. And I hope you get a chance to make it this Wednesday night. So let's say hi to Kristen, my show me homie. Excuse me. I hope you have power over there. From what I understand, I know that they have power outages in St. Louis, and over in Independence, which is by Kansas City. Apparently the Two Old Guys Vintage have a power outage too. So I hope your power is okay with all of the storms that have been coming through. Good morning, cops. Mwah, how you doing, sugar? It's good to see you. And there is my favorite multiverse. Jen is my favorite multiverse. That's it. Hi, Jen. Good morning. Good morning, pretty girl. Hello, Resale Secrets. Hi, kids. Hi. How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Hello, there's my buddies from the Bargain Effect. Good morning. It's good to see you. Lindsay and Alvin, I'm having a great Sunday, and I hope you are the same. You had such a fun show last night. It was so much fun. They're over in the UK, guys, and they are hilarious fun. They're so great. You're just going to love them. Let's see. Yeah, we're all good here. My friend's half an hour away, lost power a few nights ago, though. Yeah, it's just been coming and going, and my husband's just work, which is a little it's a little stressor on the entire household, but it is I mean, he feels like Superman, and I get more listings done. So that is how things are going. Um, yeah, if you don't know Lindsay and Alvin, I want to introduce you to Johnny, Cajun Roots Reseller. Johnny, this is Lindsay and Alvin drinking drink and dive dumpster divers UK. You're really gonna I think you guys will be really, really fond of each other. I think you're gonna love each other. Um, Fashion news. Oh boy. Okay. I'll start slow. Fall runway shows have already begun in Paris with Haute Couture Fashion Week, and so of course we'll be doing a little bit of updating and roasting, because I like my fashion with extra salt. Y'all know that. Um, but from CNN Style. Oh, good morning, Lisa. You're just in time for the grossest fashion news. Good morning. It's good to see you, Jersey. Um, from CNN Style. Oh God, the banana hammock is back. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to have to report this to you. Speedos are making a comeback on beaches all over the world. Speedo, the original purveyors of the much maligned piece of skimpy skimwear for a reason, the weenie bandages, argue that yes, um, reporting that in 2023, sales and orders across Europe, the Middle East, and Africa are up by over 200% compared with 2022. Meanwhile, in the US, the brand reports a 54% sales increase from 2020 to 2021, and they're expected to exceed this for 2023. The brand says the data for 2022 is inaccurate due to logistical changes that year. Yeah, I see a lot of no. There are certain people who do love the men's speedo. We see it more in France, Brazil, where I think generally nudity is more acceptable, and it's more acceptable across the board. You don't have to be like I don't know, David Beckham or whatever, right? So the commenters put the renewed interest in the look down to the ongoing prevalence of ironic style, like the mustache, like Crocs, like mullets, the return of the mullet hairdo, socks with sandals. So, ironic style. I do kind of want to see one in the wild. Be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for, honey, because guess what? Mm, Um, I had I I had when I worked in the hotel business, I was maybe 23. I got a call for an iron and ironing board at the front desk, and we didn't have them in the rooms at the time, so I had to bring an iron and ironing board up to a room because housekeeping was done for the evening. So I take it up to this room. This gentleman answers the door, and all he has on, he's very tan, and he's got a big belly, and he's an older gentleman, and little chicken legs, and all he had on was a hot pink Speedo. And I just dropped the iron and left and said, thank you very much. It's kind of like that. The first time that you see a Speedo in the wild, it is never, it's never, Daniel Craig coming out of the water. It's never Jason Momoa. Harry, hi. Just in time. Not unless you're singing the thong song, Harry. Barbie core Speedo. It's like that. So yeah, the wing sling is coming back. And if you have a cute nickname for speedos, please feel free. Yeah, I forget what they said they call it in Australia and Great Britain, but Lindsay and Alvin would probably know. So you're talking about my I get a chance to see your chat and you're talking about me and my speedo. Okay, it wasn't me. I don't know that song. Yes. Yeah, it's kind of like that. This happened in real life, I swear. It just seems like I don't know, it seems like some people when they stay at hotels, they take the opportunity to be very nude as they possibly can. We call them budgie smugglers. Oh my god. In Blue Crush, there was a girl that called them nut huggers. Oh my god. Oh god, that's hilarious. Good morning, Patrick Murphy. Patrick Murphy was ironing tiny little clothes for a listing that he had. Check out his eBay closet to find out what those little clothes are. It's really funny. I'll spit out my coffee. I know, right? That's so awesome. Patrick, stay and share your banana hammock thoughts. Yeah, Patrick, the male Speedo is making a comeback. Dang it. So, yeah, don't be surprised if you find a 20-year-old on the beach in a Speedo and a mullet with socks and sandals, because apparently ironic fashion is the thing. So, I wouldn't call it ironic. I would call it, well, never mind what I would call it. Everybody has their own taste. Um, from The Guardian, let's move on to better news. All hail the smart coat revival. The puffer has finally puffed its last. Now, that being said, as resellers, we all know that that is not the case. All it takes is all it takes is for Emma Chamberlain to step out of her door in a puffer coat, and everybody wants the new, I don't know, purple and pink puffer coat or whatever. The padded jacket's demise is big fashion news this week as brands showcase their autumn collections. The puffer coat is finally running out of puff. The quilted nylon outerwear that has dominated parks and playgrounds for 5 winters is set to be challenged by the return of the smart coat, according to some of the biggest names on British High Street. John Lewis, who caused uproar by calling time on the floral mid-length dress in February, is once again leading the charge. He says, they say, we are moving away from the puffer to the smart coat, says, and I'm going to mess this up so bad, Quaralt Ferrer, fashion director of John Lewis, at a showcase of autumn collections this week. Quote, tailored coats are more flexible because they can be dressed up or down. A puffer coat is always casual, end quote. So here's my take on the puffer coat versus the tailored coat. Any good wardrobe, I think, needs both. I'm just one of those, make sure and have the classics in place. People, so I really think that, a good wardrobe would have both. And most people, who are buying a coat, will always want a puffer coat and will always want a tailored coat. So yeah. Oh, hairy pimple. Ooh. Oh, the old banana hammock. The northern third of North America ain't giving up down. Am I right? You're right. And that's yeah. And I'm like, it's not like I live in an area where sometimes it will get into negative numbers. St. Louis is kind of famous for borrowing everybody else's weather at one point or another. So I am never going to give up my down jacket. But I also love my tailored coat because, there are situations where you want to wear a tailored coat. So I don't think it means that puffer jackets aren't going to sell for us. Oh my God. Oh, that's my listing buddy. I don't think it means that puffer jackets are going to quit selling. I think it just means that, if you've got tailored jackets, that you may see a surge in sales on those. But the surge in sales that I saw the most at the beginning of this summer was jeans, which is weird because usually that's like swimwear, shorts, things like that. And it was all jeans all the time. I don't understand it. Yeah, it was crazy. So anyway, we're going to talk about a little too about my sales this week, which have been absolutely abysmal. So let's take a look at my sales. Okay. And this is, guys, this is over 2 weeks. I have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sales. 7 sales in 2 weeks. Starting with the Crayola Laplander Razzmatazz Pink hat, and that sold for $6. Let's see, it sold for $6. I made $3.05. The red vegan leather phone case crossbody with adjustable strap. It was no name, no brand. That came in a box, and that was $12. And I netted $9.05. The new Columbia PFG, new with tags. It's normally I wouldn't sell it quite that low. They're like ladies swim trunks, but but the summer is coming to an end. So, summer's coming to an end. And I need to start moving some more swimwear. So that sold for, I had 20 on it. They offered me 15. I took the offer. That sold for 15, and I got $9.98. No Boundaries, blue and white tie-dye cropped hoodie, juniors medium. That came to me as from one of the family members. And I threw it up there, and it was $8, and I made $5.05. The new Carhartt tan long sleeve crew neck, FR means fire rated, by the way. It's a shirt, it's a 2XL, and I had 25 on that. And so that sold for 25, and I got 20. I had a vintage ceramic floral design hat pin holder. Really, really pretty, but I got it and I was like, oh Lord, where do I put this thing? So I just put it online, and it sold right away for 13. Probably I way undersold that. But I was at this point desperate for sales. And I made $8.03. And then this Moo Caftan, one size fits most, green with bohemian print. You got to see this. This thing is I just love it so much. That sold for 20, and I made 16. And this I found in the bins, but I just thought the design on this was just so fabulous. Look at the front and back of this. It's just amazing. And then it cinches at the waist too. It has like an inner string thing that you can cinch at the waist. So I was really, and those guys, that's it. That's like 2 weeks. That's 2 weeks of sales. I have not. Oh, good morning, Ella. Mwah, it's good to see you. It's mid-month, midsummer, and I have paid so little attention to listing for the past 2 weeks. Like I've listed with my friends once and alone once, and that was it. So it's partially my fault for not doing anything. It's partially just kind of the season, and in this season where most people would be, putting in an extra push, I just, got lazy. I got lazy. I got like, midsummer buzz, and I was just like, what, I'm not doing anything. And now, you do that, and that's fine, but there's a cost for everything. And that was my cost. I paid the price. So the things that have moved in the past 2 weeks: one hat, one bag, one swim, one home, one dress, and 2 tops. So there's not really anything that's rushing out the door right now. There's nothing I can tell you about what's trending to sell other than jeans are still going. Jeans are still going. My gross for those 7 sales was $99. I got $99 and a stitch ain't one. My net was 71.16. My cost of goods being 21. So my total for 2 weeks, this is my 2-week total, $50.16 after cost of goods. Yeah. If you want better, you got to do better. So I'm just going to have to, I have to get off my butt and list. There's no way around it. Yeah, I love that Moo so much. I just really, it was one of those pieces that's like, man, I hope that somebody sees the value in it that I do. Ooh, yesterday I picked up a metal filigree turtle lipstick holder. That sounds cool, Dodo. You'll have to send me a photo of that. I want to see that. That sounds really cool. Kristen, Aurora Squirrel, good morning. How you doing? They have, I'm guessing in Colorado, they've got the storms that we have too. So I hope you're doing great in Colorado. Yeah, I hope things are going really well. Kristen is, I think she was on A Night's Life, and she's been doing more guest spots. She was on the Two Old Guys Vintage too. So I think that was, she's been doing a few more guest spots, and I absolutely love it. In reseller news from e-commerce bites, USPS changes started last Sunday, including first class package and parcel select ground, which are merging into the new Ground Advantage name. The slower 2 to 5 day delivery speed stays the same. They're just changing names. And from what I understand, they were correct in their prediction that some of the prices would go up slightly and some of the prices would go down slightly. So that's going to be interesting to see how that. I haven't had it affect me yet, but I haven't been on pirate ship yet. But I will be this week because of the auction, so that'll be interesting to see how that works out. I can't wait to see those. NPR reported that the United Parcel Service Workers, UPS workers, are threatening to go on strike. The contract negotiations keep breaking down between the union and UPS management, and they're running out of time to reach the agreement. They have until July the 31st, so the end of this month is the deadline for that. UPS right now, from what I understand, is scrambling to train workers to cross that picket line and work while the strike is happening. But I don't know how much training they require. Maybe it's more than I thought it was. I don't know. The Teamsters Union represents 340,000 UPS workers. I can tell you that if UPS is on strike, I can't use them. It's not that I won't, I can't. And I won't. We're a union family. My husband's in a union. 2/3 of my sons are in unions. All of our, all the grandparents and uncles, just about everybody in this family is a union worker. And I just can't be seen, crossing picket lines. That wouldn't fly. Plus, I wouldn't do it. I really think that those people need to be paid a better living wage. Maggie Doodle, good morning, fashionista. Mwah, it's good to see you. And Tam and Bell, hi. Mwah, it's good to see you guys. Oh, you've had prices go down on eBay. Good. I hope that's hit me up, Lindsay and Alvin. I'll be there. That'd be fun. You guys are hilarious fun. I love it. Horizon, good morning, Roy. How you doing? Hey, Glamma, happy Sunday hugs. Hope everyone has an awesome Sunday. Me too. New England Betty Boop. My Lisette, good morning, beautiful. How are you? Um, so, uh, yeah, that's it's one of those interesting situations that could go in a lot of different directions. But just as USPS is making some changes for the better, we have UPS getting ready to go on strike. They said it's gonna. They said it could cost them a lot of money. It could cost them a lot of money, which I believe. So yeah, that's going to be interesting to watch and see how that affects us as resellers, because it sort of limits us now to, there's one less service that we could use if UPS goes on strike. Raquel, good morning, gorgeous. How are you? Good morning, pretty girl. I did get an email from Poshmark this week. At the top of the news feed, they had an Eventbrite listing for a learning webinar, Introduction to Posh Shows. So I clicked on it and I registered for it, and then I got the email to confirm. So I'm attending that on July 20th, which is this Thursday, and I'll be taking notes so I can do a show on that and report back to you on that. So that'll be interesting to find out if they've got any insight into Poshmark shows, because of all the things that I do on Poshmark, I don't do the live shows. And it's something that I think, because I have a YouTube channel and I'm used to being in this sort of situation, it may actually be to my benefit to do it. I don't know. My salty treats really are just stupid weather, stupid internet connections. It's yeah, the weather's stupid. Oh, Lisette is going to be doing her first Poshmark show in about 2 weeks. Yay, Lisette! Please send me a link for that. Did I miss salty treats? I'm just complaining about the weather. Honestly, that's my saltiest treat. I do have, though. Oh, your birthday is on the 20th. Happy birthday to Raquel. Happy birthday to Raquel. You're gorgeous, Raquel. Happy birthday to Raquel. Yay! She's turning 29. So I do have a ThredUp unboxing, and I'm going to go ahead and get that started. Okay, this is what I ordered. So I ordered the Rescue Box shoes, 5 pairs. It was $34, and I ordered the 9.5 because I wear a 9.5, and so I love the idea of being able to pick and choose which ones I keep and which ones I sell. So 5 pairs of size 9.5 shoes at $34. It cost me nothing for shipping. I had some. Again, I have ThredUp credits and stuff like that. So 34 divided by 5, so it's about almost $7 a shoe. And then this one is from, where was this one from? Oi. Oh, hang on. Sorry, guys. There we go. This one was from Swanee, Georgia. So way down up on the Swanee River. And the polka dots, and I love it. Don't you love it when they send airbags with it? I hate to say this, but I'm most excited about the airbags almost every time. So let's see what we've got. The first thing that I've got, it looks dirty. Oh, they're tree torns. Okay. So I've got, the first thing that I've got is a Preppy Classic. These are tree torns with a apparently more glittery heel than I realized. You can tell they're dirty. They need a wash. But they're leather. And they are kind of a classic white tree torn. There's the tree torn logo. So as you can see, that's a project shoe right there. It's either a project for me or it's a project for someone else. Not sure where I stand on that. I'll have to see the rest of the box. Okay, these also, do they just never clean these shoes? Nike Air Max Air 270. Okay, so Nike Air 270s. And I think, let's do the bend. Yeah, they're in good condition. The interior is nice and fluffy. And I really I kind of dig a black and white and gray colorway. So I'm not sure. I have so many athletic shoes already. I'll probably try walking around in them, but ultimately, my guess is that I'm gonna be selling these. I love cleaning shoes. It's therapeutic. I know it can be, yeah, it can be very like distracting and fun. These are okay. These are J. Crew, and I like that. And they are glitter snakeskin, not real snakeskin, but a snakeskin design, pointed flat, which I love that too. So J. Crew. Where's the name? Oh, here we go, J. Crew. And these look like more of a 10 than a 9.5, though. It says 9.5, but I don't know. But I like these. I think they're a cute flat, and I think that this sort of glittery snakeskin thing is going to work perfectly in fall. It's almost borderline goth. Roy likes to sell shoes also. Roman, how you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. Anytime picker. That's Roman, guys. Roman, guys, Roman. Oh, Madewell. Okay, I like Madewell. These are a size 9.5. They seem rather large too. So this is a pair of Madewell shoes, and the stickers still on them, but they look like they've had some wear here, so they'll need to be cleaned up. But I like them. They're sort of a plain slide, kind of a mule slide, but very practical. And I can totally see these with like some little cuffed jeans. I think it'd be very cute. And Madewell, since it is Madewell, we know it's leather, and it's very cute. I think it's leather. I don't know. I'll have to look it up before I put it in the description. But yeah, those are definitely sellable. Okay, last pair. God, I really like these. These might be a keeper. Okay, this is Dolce Vita. And look at this tropical beauty. Here, I'm going to put this box down, so now it's in the way. Okay, there we go. Look at this tropical beauty. Oh my God, I love this. And then she's got the yellow suede band on the toe. She's a square toe. She's a oh, she's got the ankle strap. Okay, I am obsessed. Now the question is, if I put them on and walk around my house, am I going to be able to wear them? Or will they not take the weight? I'm not sure. But look at this great square toe. Look at what condition these are in too. This is really, I don't see too many little. I see some little flaws, of course, because you're always going to see some little flaws. But I don't see. I mean, they're not in rough condition at all. They're really cute. Oh, I hope the other one's in good condition too. I like this. I enjoy this shoe. I like this shoe. That's a party shoe right there. Okay, so I feel like J. Crew, Tree Torn, Nike, Madewell, and Dolce Vita. I feel like those are definitely worth the money. And I think that if I just clean up the athletic shoes and sell those, I've probably doubled my money already. Something tells me those Nike 270s are probably worth more than what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like $30, but they're probably worth like, I don't know, double that maybe. It almost looks like a Betsy Johnson shoe. Yes, it's giving me very Betsy Johnson vibes. Yes. Those are so you. Yeah. See, that's I have to go. Is it a keeper? Is it a keeper? I have to make sure that I can wobble around on them. Okay, because sometimes my coffee maker is too darn slow, honey. Yes, there is not a. And the ones that go faster, the coffee makers that go faster, they produce weak coffee. What are you going to do? You can either have it weak or you can have it right. Where's Hot Mess? Wait a minute. Where's my Amy? There she is. Amy, hello. Mwah. Sorry I missed you coming in. Hi, sweetie. Hey, neighbor. She is adorable. She's just down the road from me. She's my neighbor. Did I miss anybody coming in? It's my gorgeous neighbor. Did I miss anybody coming in? I hope not. I really do hate to miss uh, anybody's incoming stuff. I hate to miss saying hello to anybody coming in. My daughter and I ordered a size 7 box for her via Spiga. Oh, Tory Burch, Bruno Magli. Shut up. Madewell and Zara. She kept one pair. Really? Glamma, you missed Roy. I didn't miss him. It's not my fault he moved. Oh, you mean not yeah, I blame Keurig bastards. No, I said hi to Roy before I said hi to you, Roman. He was here earlier. Some of us made me a priority, but that's okay. Um, I'm totally joking. Yeah, but I did see him. Dawn Sharp, good morning, Dawn. It's good to see you. Hi, sweetie. It is nice to see you this morning. Sorry about that, guys. I get a little glitchy again. It's the weather's coming in and out, and it's just jacking with all the lines in Missouri. So that is my thread up box. I'm excited about that. I may bring, if I get them cleaned up in time, I may bring some of the shoes to the auction on Wednesday, so keep an eye on that. When I bring something to auction, I try to price it to where if you resell it, you'll still get, you would at least get your money back if you get it and it doesn't fit or you don't like it, then you can resell it and at least get your money back. So I do try to price them in a very economical way, because when you're selling to resellers, it's a given that if it doesn't fit or something, they're probably going to sell it. So I do try to do that. Um, I did want to wrap up our week uh, with a few shout outs, a few thank yous. Classy crap. I saw the slide. I am a supporter. Yes, you got to. It's the classiest of the craps. Um, I do want to say congratulations to Veronica Mitka on her move. Successfully moved. Um, Sorry, that was gross. Thank you to Patrick Murphy, Horizon Picks, and the two Beardos for the great laughs in the past 2 weeks. They have been necessary, very much needed, and totally appreciated. Um, a special message to my angel, Angry Otter, love and light. And that's all I'm going to say. But just know, love and light, baby. To Jack and Ryan, thank you so much for the fun live the other night, guys. If you haven't checked out, Jack Valentine actually has he and Ryan did a video on things that resellers say, reselling opinions that they may or may not disagree with, and it's a really, really interesting to see because everybody's got their own perspective, and even the two of them have wildly different perspectives in some cases. But it's really, the chat was so fun and so hilarious. We had a great time. And then to To Jack and Ryan, thank you for the sweet shout out on the WSS. Veronica, you just came in just now. I hope you didn't miss your shout out. If you did, just go back and watch it. Happy birthday to Mrs. Nichols. And happy birthday to Mrs. Nichols. With love from Mrs. Nichols. So, yeah, there were so many Mrs. Nichols that had birthdays this week, and I'm not going to name names because they didn't ask to be on YouTube, and I respect that. They didn't ask not to, but they didn't ask to be on either. So, but yeah, Mrs. Nichols and Mrs. Nichols, just know that Mrs. Nichols hopes you had the happiest birthdays ever. And then to Mr. Nichols, to my husband, thank you for all of the crazy hours. Thank you for what you do for this family. You are such an incredible provider and such an incredible, strong person, and so loving and so helpful in every way. And just know that, besides the fact that you're completely hot and I think you're cute, I also really, really appreciate every single thing that you do for this family. And I appreciate these 17-hour days. They're crazy. Okay, so, yeah. Blanket hugs from Ronnie. Let's see. Oh my God, that was hilarious. I loved it. Right? Yes. It was so great. It was all these different reseller. It was like, we talk about, do we agree or disagree with your crazy reselling opinions? And I was like, oh, okay. Well, let's see. And some of the things that they said, I don't agree with, or that's not the case for me, and vice versa. There are some things that they were like, oh yeah, this is absolutely cool. And again, they didn't even agree with each other on everything. Like they have two very different strategies for reselling, as a couple. So it's interesting to see what works for one, what doesn't work for another. But I think it's important too. It brings us kind of full circle because it's kind of like the banana hammock. Sometimes what works for one person doesn't always work for another. And reselling is like that, I think, where there's no one formula that's like the perfect formula all the time. So excuse me, I'm so sorry. Air quality is not as great as maybe it could be if Canada wasn't on fire. And by the way, to our Canadian friends, I seriously hope that you're okay. I really hope that you're okay. I hope that your homes and your businesses are okay. I hope that your air quality is getting much better. And I'm praying that the rain will, eventually help put those fires out if they have not been put out already. I'm sure. So we're a little bit short this morning. So I want to ask the chat a question. Number one, if you are a male, would you wear the banana hammock if that's what everybody was in style? Number two, a question for the ladies, all the single ladies. A question for the ladies, and a question in general, really. Do you prefer that someone picks out a gift for you based on what they think you might like, or would you prefer that they give you a gift card or money, knowing that you'll be able to get something that you like? Because my family has like totally different opinions on this, and here's how it goes. When I was a young broke housewife, I wanted the money or the gift card because then I could pick out something that I actually needed. or something that would be considered like a luxury item. You know what I mean? Like uh, I don't know, like a hairspray or something that was a little higher end than I normally purchased, and that way I could get something, really special. Now that I'm older, and now that my husband and I are, older and established, and have we're okay on money, um, I would prefer that they put thought into a gift. So it's interesting. Um, so it's interesting. You never know who is going to. I don't wear anything at all. Oh God, Roman, don't put that thought in our heads, for God's sake. Have mercy. I'm with you, Roman. Go nada over speedo, just not comfortable. Okay. Neither you nor Roy. Um, I mean, it'd be funny if there was a nude beach and it was just the two of you. But no. And we love you. We think you're wonderful, attractive, beautiful people. God, don't put that in my head. God, please. For the love of God. If someone is a crappy gifter, yeah, cool with the gift card. That's what I say. A gift card is just like, here's some cash. I've got my own cash. Yeah, they're like, go buy yourself a present. Roman and I hang all the time. Hang. That's funny. Alvin said, no way he would not wear the banana hammock, and I would much prefer the money to buy something I actually want and like. Yeah. I that's the thing too. When it really depends on who's giving it too. Like from my children, I don't want my children to give me money. If my mother gives me money, that's perfectly acceptable. My sister, sure, bring it on. But well, not really, because she's my younger sister. But if my older brother did it, it wouldn't bother me at all. So yeah, maybe it goes by age, because I don't want my children ever giving me money. There's going to come a time when they're going to have to pick out my nursing home, and I don't want them to remember that they gave me $20 once. Yeah, Veronica. Oh, Kristen, I love a surprise gift. However, a clothing item as a gift is tricky. In those cases, I'd rather give a gift card or cash. That is true. That is true. Unless it's something that they specifically have asked for and given you a size and given you, all of that. Oh my God. Get a comic Speedo. Oh God. Yes, get the clothes, said Jennifer. Jersey. A comic book Speedo. I wonder if they have those. Somebody Google that for me, would you? He'll wear the banana hammock for me as a gift. Oh my God. You know what's really Dr. Octopus? What's really funny about that is that I remember a guy wearing a Speedo for me, or like a Speedo type thing, and he was like, "Look what I got for you," and I'm like, "Honey, that's not for me. That's not my gift." I bet Marvel has a license. I bet. With Superman, yeah, but if you're gonna put the S cape on the front of your oh God, of your jelly jockeys, you better make sure that you can back up that S. Okay, that's all I gotta say. You better make sure you're not bragging and talking about, yeah. It's never for me anyway. It goes to bills or necessities. That was the thing. My mother-in-law, when we were younger, would say, she would pull me to the side, and she did this thing. She's like, you're a Nichols bride now. And she said, here is, and she would give me a private gift between just the two of us. And she's like, here's a gift between the two of us. You put it in a cookie jar, or you put it in the bathroom, or you put it wherever you can hide it. This is just for you. You do not spend this on the husband, the house, the clothes, the kids, none of it. This is just for you. And I carry that tradition on with my daughters-in-law and with my sister-in-law. And so every Christmas we have a little aside, a little personal private meeting of the girls in the other room, and no boys allowed. And I give them each a very personal gift, and I'm like, you hide this. This is not for public consumption. This isn't for your bills. This is for anything. This is just between us. And I'm pretty safe saying that because I don't think my grown sons are watching my show. Okay, if the choice is a Speedo or a gift card, I'll take the Visa every day and twice on Sundays. Swim Outlet has them? Thank you, Dawn. Oh my God. That's so funny. Do you really want me to Google for you, Glamma? No, Patrick Murphy, I do not. Don't trust. If he drops a Google link, please don't follow it. Please don't follow it. You can't. There's a trust issue there. Hey, I found one on Etsy. Of course you did. Don't follow that link, guys. I'm telling you, you can't trust it. What superhero? Definitely not Superman. Agree. Yeah. That's a great idea. I have 4 daughters. I just, I'm like, we can't. There are certain things that we love the men in our lives, but there are certain things that they don't need to know. They don't need to know every single thing. Keep some mystery, and then that includes a $20 bill or a $50 bill, maybe in a recipe book or a tampon box or something that they will never touch. And especially when it comes to like feminine hygiene products, guys. Let me tell you something. Here, I'm gonna scooch in because this is Glamma telling you the real deal. Hide it always. Always hide it at the bottom of a feminine hygiene product, whether it's like spray or a special wash, or whether it is a product related to your monthly visitor. If you have to hide money, or if you want your secret stash to be secret, keep it in the feminine hygiene area. It's the one thing that I guarantee, if you have a straight male in your life, actually, it doesn't matter. Straight, bi, gay, it does not matter. If you have a man in your life, he's not going to touch that thing with a 10-foot pole. This is what I tell my daughters-in-law, and this is what I told my granddaughter, and this is what I'll tell my other granddaughter when she's old enough to know, and this is what I tell every single woman. I'm like, look, they're not looking there. Patrick, Veronica doesn't actually need to do that, though. I mean, yeah, but yeah, that's a spicy little secret. Now, my husband also won't cook unless he is backed into a corner and poked with hot irons. So I can also keep, like, I shovel 10s and 20s into cookbooks just in case from time to time, which reminds me that if you're at the bins, or if you're at or if you're dumpster diving, or if you are picking a library or a book sale, make sure and empty out those books, because you never know. Love your secret advice, Glammaz. I'm just telling you, this is what I tell the girls in my family. The thing is that it's and it's not specific to females. I mean, there are males who need to, who they have their own secret stash too. Honestly, my husband could put a $20 bill in a light bulb and know that it was safer than houses. I would never touch it because I don't change the light bulbs in my house. I don't do any of that stuff. And it's not because I can't, it's because I don't want to, and he's happy to. It's kind of like, making breakfast. He doesn't want to, and I'm happy to do it. And it's not that we're like, well, a man should do this, or we're not that couple. We don't care about that. Traditional gender roles are out the window. Gender's a construct anyway. But we're also like, look, I know what I'm good at, and I know what I like to do, and he knows what he's good at and what he likes to do, and they're just different. Oh, you got to go eat Mexican. Okay. Well, enjoy. What about grill? Does he grill? He hasn't grilled in a while, but yeah, he grills. So yeah, he would touch the grill. And and that's the thing. There are certain things of mine that he will never touch. He doesn't actually. He won't go in my purse. He won't. That's my private space, and he won't go in my underwear drawer either. He made that mistake once, and doesn't want to do that again. So yeah. I don't know. We have our private spaces, of course. I'm not gonna. The man has. He's very hands on. Um, he turns a wrench for a living, right? He's that kind of guy. He's kind of a dude or whatever. So he's a lot of tools because he started off as an industrial mechanic, and then he got into electricity, and then he got into refrigeration, and then he got into all of it. Um, so yeah. Alvin never goes into my purse or bag. It's common manners. That's right. Never go in purse. Act like lasers will cut you. No. Yeah. Yes, checkbooks. My grandma did that Depression era. When my mom and uncle cleaned out her estate, they found a 20 by accident and had to backtrack and check all the books and found more. Yes, I do that with my. Good morning, Swampy. Hi, how you doing? Good to see you. Um, yeah, Jamie. It's just he won't go in your purse either. We don't go in their wallets. I don't go in his wallet. I mean, unless I'm like, hey, do you have something in your wallet? And he's like, yeah, just grab a 20 out of there or whatever. But that's like, if I need to tip or I don't know, whatever. Um, yeah, Don, your husband won't do it in he won't go in your purse either. Yeah, it's just a thing that we have. So he could have thousands of dollars hidden in a craftsman tool chest, and I would never know because what in the world would I use that stuff for? I hate to say it, but I had a father who really was not into teaching me how to fix things, and I had no interest in fixing things. So, I mean, if I need to fix something, I'm quite sure I could figure it out. YouTube has instructions for everything anyway. Um, but I have a husband and I have three grown adult sons who are always happy to, rescue mom. And now I've got grandchildren. So, no thanks. I know my strengths and weaknesses, and I know what I like and I don't like, and I don't like, you know, playing around with tools. Yeah, no on well unless seriously committed, it's a boundary. Even then, though, honestly, I'm like, I'm not. Yeah. It's just not. I don't know. There are certain lines that we don't cross. Um, those are boundaries. I won't go in his wallet, and he won't go in my bag, and we've been together 32 years. Yeah, I'm definitely going in his tools. I'm not a. The thing is that if I use tools, I'm welcome to use them at any time. He just knows that I won't. I would rather sit in front of a broken thing and wait for 8 hours for my husband to get home and take care of it. Yeah. I'm just not, and that has to do with my personal interest. It's not like like I said, it's not a gender thing. It's not the wife does or doesn't. It's none of that. It's just I just have no interest in it, and it's frustrating to me, honestly, to try and fix things. It's very frustrating to me. So yeah, Mikey, my dog, goes into my purse. He has no boundaries. Yep, I'm a fix it girl. I wear mostly skirts and dresses, and I'll wear that to change out a turn signal. Nice. My mother-in-law, my husband's mother, is that way. And it's really kind of funny because when he was 16, oh, I'm telling tales out of school. Okay. When he was 16, he was working at a fast food restaurant, and his car wouldn't start, and he called the house, and he said, and his mother answered the phone, and she said, and he said, hey, mom, I need to talk to dad. And she said, well, what's wrong? And he's like, I need to talk to dad. Put dad on the phone. And she's like, well, what's wrong? And he's like, no, I don't need to talk to you. I need to talk to dad. So finally she got out of him what was wrong. And she hangs up the phone, and 5 minutes later she pulls up to where he works and fixed his car. And I think he still is in therapy for that. So, but it's really kind of a funny joke now because if something breaks down, and he's like, well, I don't know if I can fix this or not. And I'm like, well, you want me to call your mom? I get in so much trouble. But his mother was like a maintenance manager, and like, yeah. I mean, like I said, it's not a gender thing. It's just I know what I like and what I don't, and I'm kind of a not into that. Hey, Nana Tink. Hi, it's good to see you this morning. Mwah. Nice to see you, sweetie. Dad owns tools, but we call for a professional when he tries to get them out. He'll break it worse. Toolbox would be a safe place. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, hey, I'm calling your mom, and she's gonna install a new phone. Yeah, I'm the same Glammaz. I would wait until Alvin got home. Yeah, I just, it's like I said, it's just my thing. It is just not my thing. If you use his tools, just put them back where they were. You know what? If he uses my shipping tape the other day and doesn't put that back where it was, or if he uses the tools that I use for my daily life, such as pots and pans and things like that, and he doesn't put my Dawn back under the sink, or he doesn't put then maybe, just maybe, he'll have to put his own things up too. So yeah, but in general, yes, if you take something, you should put it back where it started. These are things that I say to my grandchildren, and they look at me like I'm an idiot, and they're like, duh, and I'm like, yeah, okay, but but take a look at what your grandpa's doing and figure out why that's wrong. So yeah, it's and I do the same thing. If I were to take out, honestly, if I were to take like a I don't know, electric drill out of his bag, I wouldn't even know where to put it back or what to plug it into. I would have no idea. It's not my thing. Everybody's got their thing. And know what your strengths and weaknesses are. Very important. Know thyself, right? When you need a tool and it's MIA, that's annoying. Putting back is part of the cleanup. That's true. That is true. But that also works in, other types of tools too. So like if he takes if he takes my smallest frying pan that I use for sauteing, and then he burns eggs in it, and then I can't find it, and he put it in the dishwasher, but he didn't like scrape it out, and then it's going to take a week. You know what I mean? Like that's, or if he takes like my Tupperware, or I don't know, I'm just saying that it really does go both ways. And, that's important. It's important to be, to do equal. But yeah, yeah. My hubby works 28 and 14. So if something breaks, I take it to my father-in-law now. Yeah. Applies to kitchen and bathroom items. Yes, exactly. Exactly. I'm like, oh, where's my mop? Where's my broom? And he's like, oh, I took it outside to do. And I'm like, okay, but if I did that to your hammer, you'd be mad. So yeah, just respecting the boundaries. That's all. And we do have a lot of respect. And like I said, I really do crush on my husband. I love him very much. So he can get away with a lot. Yes, 50-50 is what it should be. At times I give 80 and expect 20. Sometimes you do, don't you? Amen. Okay, well, I am a little over time this morning, but it's been fun chatting. And I am going to take off and go wash a bunch of tennis shoes. That'll be my Sunday. So I just want to please remember, please don't ever forget that no matter where you go, And no matter what shoes you're wearing or what tools you're using, Glamma loves you. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.